So, brother, remind me again why we have to get involved in this war.
If we don't fight, the war will spread to our lands. To keep our people safe, we have to destroy the conflict at its root!
But there's more to it than that! We're helping out the Imperial Army here. And the palace will soon realize just what we can do. Isn't that right, Father?
I have no need for glory. All I wish to do is stamp out the sparks of conflict. Nothing more.
During the later Han period, the signs of impending rebellion were everywhere. Corruption within the imperial court had thrown the land into chaos and caused the people to suffer greatly. In this time of uncertainty, the people found themselves yearning for change. Zhang Jiao, the leader of a religious sect known as the Way of Peace, fanned the flames of rebellion and formed an army. This uprising would later come to be known as the Yellow Turban Rebellion. The threat of the Yellow Turbans loomed like a dark cloud over the Han. Sensing their impending doom, the imperial court raised the call for troops across the land. Among those who answered, there was one man who lamented the chaos with a heavy heart. His name was Sun Jian, the man known as the Tiger of Jiangdong. Together with his family, he dedicated himself to driving back the tides of war. For he prayed that an era of peace could be born of this time of chaos.
The Han has already burned out. Fools who would defy heaven's will, feel its fiery fury!
I am not frightened of a little fire!
You hide your fangs well, Tiger. But what do you desire?
I defeated you because you brought conflict to the land. That is all.
Simple and animalistic. You really are a tiger. But those fangs will draw more enemies.
Father, what is it?
It's nothing. Come, let's go home.
Was the dream of the tiger one that could remain only in the realm of fancy? The might of Sun Jian helped bring an end to the Yellow Turban Rebellion. The fame and prestige earned by the Tiger of Jiangdong managed to surprise even the imperial court. Meanwhile, the Han imperial court lost the last vestiges of its authority and influence. This led to an air of uncertainty, which in turn brought on more chaos. Then, in Liang province, Bianzhong and Han Sui rose up in a large-scale rebellion. Tasked with putting down the rebels was the feared warlord Dong Zhuo. However, he proceeded too cautiously out of concern for his own personal safety, thereby leading to heavy casualties of his men. Troubled by this turn of events, the imperial court ordered Sun Jian to go and assist Dong Zhuo. Accompanied by his brave yet brash young son Sun Ce, Sun Jian headed for Liang to face the enemy. the arrival of a land where his family and friends could live in peace and harmony. Was the dream of the tiger destined to remain only in the realm of fancy?
All that oppose me shall be put to a swift death. They'll all regret ever crossing me. After them! None are to leave here alive!
Hold on. We don't have to go that far.
It's no good, son. He's not listening.
That may be so. But if we don't stop him, he's going to be trouble.
Dong Zhuo is a parasite who thrives on chaos. If we bring peace, he will have no place to live.
So we're just supposed to wait until he burns out? Father, please tell me you're joking. You could stop him if you wanted.
Due to the efforts of Sun Jian and Sun Ce, peace was restored to Liang. And in an instant, word of the Tiger of Jiangdong spread across the land like wildfire. However, no matter how brave Sun Jian was, the chaos continued with equal fervor and intensity. And so he was dispatched once again in order to quell another rebellion. This time, his opponent was O Xing, who had risen up at Changsha. As a reward, the imperial court promised to appoint Sun Jian the prefect of Changsha. So, with the expectations of the imperial court, as well as his family weighing on him, Sun Jian took to the battlefield. In truth, he desired neither fame nor territory. He merely wished for a lasting peace for those who entrusted their lives to him. And with his ambitions sheathed for the time being, Sun Jian went to put an end to the rebellious O Xing.
Huang Gai, am I really of any use at all to my father?
What's gotten into you?
Sometimes, I just don't understand why my father hides his true strength. But unlike my brother, I don't have the courage to say my piece. And so, here I am, just watching the two of them again.
I must say, I do not understand the two of them either. Unlike you, they usually don't talk to me about how they feel.
I think Chuan is probably the only one that feels like he can ask for your opinion. I think you underestimate just how valuable you are, right?
Indeed.
Brother!
You really bailed me out this time. Thanks.
No, I didn't do anything.
Fine work, my son.
Thank you.
With the family together, there's nothing we can't overcome. Right, Father?
Yes. I am always so proud of your achievements.
Pretty impressive, Chuan. Hey! That was incredible! You're really showing me up out there, little brother. I'll have to try harder.
Please, brother. That's enough.
You're such a tease.
Oxing was defeated thanks to the efforts of the tiger's son, Sun Quan. Now the prefect of Changsha, Sun Jian, established a base south of the Changjiang. And there he watched his children grow amid the plentiful meadows of his territory. There was nothing more that his heart desired. However, the land itself was in need of him and his mighty claws. At the capital of Luoyang, a new rebellion was brewing. The warlord Dong Zhuo began abusing his power. And so Sun Jian was again requested to participate in the alliance against the evil tyrant. With a considerable push from his son Sun Ce, Sun Jian agreed to join the cause. With the nobleman Yuan Shao as its leader, Sun Ce marched together with the coalition against Dong Zhuo. Before them lay the formidable gates of Sishui and Hulao, whose defenders were about to hear the mighty tiger's roar.
It's Hua Xiong. He's back for more.
The enemy general, Hua Xiong, has fallen before me.
Now there's a man that'd be worth fighting.
He is magnificent.
So, that is the famous Guan Yu.
Come on, Father. Dong Zhuo still further ahead.
I am sick of weaklings. Come!
Aha! You're mine!
Wait! He's too much for one man.
What were you thinking? Attacking on your own?
We must combine our strength to defeat him.
Now we stand a chance.
Out of the coalition members, it was Sun Jian whose accomplishments towered highest. Having been driven off by the coalition, Dong Zhuo fled the capital and sought refuge in Chang'an. The coalition managed to retake Luoyang, which had long served as the center of Han influence. With their spirits high, Sun Jian and the others entered the capital, yet what awaited them was a shock to all present. The once glorious capital lay in ruin. Like a deadly inferno, Dong Zhuo had swept through the city during his escape, burning all that he came across.
Look at this. That animal. We never should have let him go.
This is... a seal.
The one and only Imperial seal. Really?
That's incredible! It's like the heavens themselves have chosen you. I mean, it has to be. What are the odds of this happening?
Father?
With the imperial seal in hand, Sun Jian left the capital and returned to Changsha. Meanwhile, Dong Zhuo was slain by his retainer Lu Bu at Chang'an. The emperor, who he had kept under his thumb, subsequently fell into the hands of his remaining followers. With the emperor in such a predicament, it was impossible to return the imperial seal to him at that time. And yet, those in the court and their own greedy ambitions could not be trusted with such a powerful object either. So Sun Jian decided to quietly hide the seal so that it would not give rise to a new age of chaos. However, an object of such dazzling beauty and power could not remain hidden forever. Yuan Shao of Hebei learned of the seal's location and demanded that he hand it over. In response to Yuan Shao's threats, Sun Jian turned to another for assistance. It was none other than Yuan Shu, the one man who equaled Yuan Shao in fame and prestige. In exchange for Yuan Shu's protection, Sun Jian agreed to attack Yuan Shu's old nemesis, Liu Biao. Sun Jian took Sun Ce with him, and together they set out for Liu Biao's territory of Xiangyang. Within his large, powerful hand, the imperial seal glistened in the sunlight, as if welcoming the impending battle.
Liu Biao is on the verge of defeat. Yuan Shu will fulfill his promise now.
Father, listen,
Sir.
The enemy commander has been slain!
Father!
No! They mustn't escape!
Father? Father!
I'm sorry. My death will only hurt you more.
You can't die. I still haven't said...
Please. My son. You must lead the people your own way.
The tiger could no longer hide his ambitions for the land. And so Sun Jian fell to a plot by Liu Biao, who feared his strength. Hurriedly, Sun Jian's son, Sun Ce, fled Jing and sought refuge as a retainer of Yuan Shu. Sun Jian had given his life to protect his family and his friends. Determined to carry on the will of his father, Sun Ce made a decision. He knew that Yuan Shu was determined to keep him close, but only to stifle his true potential. For he feared that Sun Ce's ambition and military skill would grow to match those of his father. While he had no troops or land to call his own, Sun Ce did have the support of his family and friends. And so, Sun Ce decided to trade the imperial seal to Yuan Shu. In return, he would receive his freedom and a small regiment of troops. Sun Ce joined up with his friend, the brilliant Zhou Yu, and together they set out for Jiangdong. It was a place that still contained the memories of his late father. And in this way, the fires of Sun family ambition were passed down to a new generation.
We're home, Father. It's good to be back. We were right to give up the Imperial Seal.
The seal means nothing by itself. Authority does not reside in a symbol. It comes with power. So we need to prove our strength. To reclaim our land.
Yes. Let's do it, Joyu.
I'll follow you, wherever you go.
Joyu's come through for us. He has the eyes of a warrior.
My name is Taisha Tzu, loyal warrior of Liu Yao. Lord Sun Tzu, I request a battle with you.
Yeah, bring it on! Victory is ours! The land of our fathers is returned to us! But the true battle is only just beginning. We will fight, and we will win! Have faith, and follow me! I will show you the land we all dream of!
Incredible. He has the people's ear.
Yes. This battle has given him confidence. His passion is now married with strength and charisma. If that is not enough to move the people, then I suppose nothing will. The magnanimity of a true ruler.
After defeating Liu Yao, Sun Tzu continued his advance. Having quickly subdued the lands of Jiangdong, the people elected to give him a new name. The Little Conqueror. They compared him to the legendary conqueror Xiang Yu, who had overthrown the Qin dynasty. Meanwhile, in the Central Plains, the hero of chaos, Cao Cao, was steadily increasing his strength. After the emperor fled Chang'an, Cao Cao took him under his protection and moved the capital to Xuchang. In possession of the imperial seal, Yuan Shu used it to declare himself emperor in order to block Cao Cao's grab for power. However, Yuan Shu's claim was ignored, and an imperial edict was made to slay him for his treachery. For the authority of the emperor lies not in a mere object, but rather in he who wields the most power. These wise words of Zhou Yu would soon be proven true. Sun Tzu moved to obey the edict, and together with his family, attacked Yuan Shu at his base of Shouchuan. Also present was Cao Cao, as well as Liu Bei, whom Cao Cao had taken into his protection. Sun Tzu's heart burned with a fiery passion as he came face to face with these two great heroes of the age.
That man, Cao Cao. I don't trust him.
It is men like him whom we must keep an eye on in the future.
He doesn't seem so great to me. He just looks like a creepy old man.
Keep it down, will you?
I'd be careful what I say if I were you. This is Cao Cao's camp, after all.
And you are?
My name is Liu Bei. I came here to pay my respects to the little conqueror of Jiangdong.
I had a lot of fun fighting alongside you.
I assure you, my lord, the pleasure was all ours.
So, what are you going to do now? You're not just going to keep on working for Cao Cao, are you? Well, I hope that we can fight together again someday.
My lady. Your brother is like a burning flame. His brightness attracts all who encounter him. You are lucky to have such a strong man by your side. Until we meet again, my lady.
Why is it always about my brother?
Yuan Shu's army was decimated by the efforts of Sun Ce, Sun Shangxiang, and the others. However, the little conqueror's eyes were already focused on the next threat to his plans. His name was Cao Cao, the hero of chaos. He was a man who would sacrifice anything to realize his ambitions. Be it his friends, his people, or even the emperor himself. As they fought side by side, Sun Ce saw and understood the dark nature of Cao Cao's heart. Following the defeat of Yuan Shu, Liu Bei rebelled against Cao Cao. Possessing superior military might, Cao Cao quickly scattered Liu Bei's forces and moved his troops to the north. His destination was the fields of Guandu, where he would challenge Yuan Shao for supremacy over the land. Thus, he showed a slight gap in his defenses. This was all Sun Ce and Zhou Yu needed. They quickly advanced their men to Xujiang to strike at Cao Cao.
You wish to attack the Emperor?
You've got it all wrong. Our target is not the Emperor. It is Cao Cao.
It's the same thing! Lord Cao Cao is a loyal retainer of the Han. He fights for His Majesty. Is it the Sun way? To stab such a man in the back?
Hey, that's not fair. We are a noble family.
You're going to kill me too, is that it?
Wait, just calm down.
Sun Ce! What's the matter? It's not like you to be lost in thought.
Sorry about that. I just need to be alone for a while. Just what are you?
You were fortunate enough to be born with fame, charisma, and luck, many times that. of other men. Therefore, your life will last only half as long as other men.
No! What the hell are you talking about?
Su Gong will be avenged!
What is this feeling of unease? Shangxiang! Zhou Yu!
My lord?
Brother.
My lord!
Lian Sure?
You don't need to risk your life.
I would be honored if you would join me.
Thank you, my lord.
Hey!
And just where have you been?
I saw what you did. You've grown into quite the warrior. Even a sudden attack can't shake your resolve.
Brother.
I have been a lucky man. I've had you, Shangxiang, and Zhou Yu by my side. I wanted to fight more with you all, to build the land we all dreamed of. Sun Ce! You're... I wish I could have had more time. But it looks like my time is over. Sun Ce! Sun Ce! Zhou Yu, keep them safe. Our family, our land. Chuan, you are a greater man than I, greater than our father. The rest is up to you.
The fires within Sun Ce's heart burned brightly as the successor of his father's legacy. But like all flames, his were eventually extinguished. Despite his burden of sadness and the weight of an entire kingdom on his shoulders, Sun Quan succeeded his fallen brother as ruler. By his side stood none other than Sun Ce's old friend, the incomparable strategist Zhou Yu. On behalf of his new lord, Zhou Yu gathered the troops and hurriedly withdrew to Jiangdong. The soldiers of Wu were in a state of shock at having lost their ruler. Zhou Yu knew that it was not the right time to face Cao Cao. And so he professed that the best plan of action would be to lure Cao Cao to them by attacking Jing province. Within Jing were Sun Jian's old nemeses, Guangzhou and Liu Biao. Further, it lay in the center of the country. Its lands were fertile, and its population was plentiful. Convinced, Sun Quan followed Zhou Yu's advice and advanced his troops to Xiakou. Following the deaths of his beloved father and brother, the mantle of leadership had been suddenly thrust upon him. In fact, the severity of his circumstances often caused Sun Quan to question whether this was actually happening at all.
My lord.
cannot be like my brother. Zhou Yu must command our army.
My lords Zhou Yu, Taishu Ci, my lady. My lord, who do you think it is that they're fighting for? And please, don't you say it's for Lord Sun Ce either. It's you. Each and every one of them would gladly give their lives for you. They're giving everything they have.
You're right. I have been selfish. Lian Shi, I ask that you stay by my side. If I ever lose my way again, I'll need you with me.
It would be my pleasure.
My lord! He killed my father! Let me have him!
Calm down, Ling Tong. You mustn't lose your cool.
Take it easy. There's no need to argue. How about you both take me on at once?
The victory at Xiakou was a momentous occasion for Wu. They gained the brave warrior Gan Ning, as well as many bright young officers and battle-hardened veterans. All of them were bound together by the strength of purpose displayed by Sun Quan. Now that he had awakened as a capable leader, many talented officers came to join his cause. Sun Quan listened carefully to their opinions and strengthened his power base south of the Changjiang. Having defeated Yuan Shao, it was then that Cao Cao made his move to the south. After engulfing all of Jing within his mighty grasp, he set sights on Sun Quan. Fight or surrender? The moment of decision had finally come.
My lord, we cannot bow before a scoundrel like Cao Cao.
But we cannot hope to match the might of his army. We must surrender.
Cao Cao's demand for our surrender. Liu Bei's request for an alliance. What would my father have done? Or my brother? Surrender. Alliance. Both options are reasonable, I think. But I have faith in Wu. Faith in you all. Therefore, I must think of our future. We will fight! We will join forces with Liu Bei and defeat Cao Cao! From now on, any who suggest surrender will share in this desk's fate!
He had chosen the path of resistance. To anyone else, it surely seemed like an incredibly rash decision. For the difference between the two armies' strength was as immense as the ocean was wide. And to make matters worse, Liu Bei had only brought the most meager of reinforcements. However, Sun Quan believed wholeheartedly in his decision. For he had come to it with the assistance of his friends. And his allies would support him no matter what the cost. Anticipating the great battle ahead, they searched for any chance they might have at victory. Liu Bei's strategist, Zhuge Liang, worked together with Zhou Yu. And the two of them came up with a brilliant plan to be executed at the Battle of Cherbi.
The wind. It's blowing. It's all yours, Huang Gai.
I have served you all, Lord Sun Jian, Lord Sun Ce, and now you, my lord. Now we're cooking. Behold! This is the burning desire of the three leaders of the Sun family. All right, let's get started. You're going nowhere!
Lord Huang Gai, please, I ask that you leave the pursuit of Cao Cao to us.
But why?
We have already put a plan into place.
Huang Gai, what happened?
I'm sorry. He got away. But Zhuge Liang...
He was here? Just what is that man up to?
They engulfed Cao Cao's massive navy in a sea of crimson flame. It was as if Sun Quan and his men's raw determination had become a towering inferno. However, Cao Cao narrowly managed to escape with his life, and he still possessed the most formidable fighting force in the land. It was only a matter of time before he would turn his attention south once more. They could not count on the miracle at Cherbi to repeat itself again. Convinced of their fate, Zhou Yu decided to take to the offensive. Together with Gan Ning, he would invade Nanjuan in Cao Cao's land of Jing. And after occupying it, he would move on to attack Xiangyang and seize control of Jing itself. With momentum on his side, he would force Liu Zhang of Yi to surrender, thus dividing the land between Cao Cao and himself. This would lead to a showdown with Cao Cao, and ultimately to a new age of Wu rule. This was Zhou Yu's plan, to split the land in two. However, protecting Nanjuan was none other than Cao Cao's cousin, Cao Ren. This formidable opponent was said to be nearly invulnerable in a defensive battle. Further, yet another man threatened to cast a dark cloud over Zhou Yu and his carefully crafted plans.
Nanjun is now under our control. Next, we must look to Xiangyang.
My lord, Xiangyang has fallen to Guan Yu.
What? Zhuge Liang. He's always one step ahead. You told us all it was a lie that you were injured. I thought I could hold out until we had Xiangyang. Hey, pull yourself together!
Despite much hardship, Zhou Yu managed to seize Nanjuan and obtain Xiangyang, which was so vital to his strategy. And soon after that, Jing cities of Wuling, Changsha, Lingling, and Guiyang also fell. When Zhou Yu fell injured and his ranks fell into confusion, Liu Bei struck a crippling blow and seized all that Wu had worked so hard to earn. Meanwhile, Cao Cao had recovered from his defeat and again posed a threat. With Cao Cao before them and Liu Bei behind them, his health deteriorating, Zhou Yu put everything he had left into one last strategy. A strategy that would save the kingdom that his fallen friend and Sun Quan had worked so hard to build. It would be Zhou Yu's final strategy, the marriage of Sun Shangxiang to Liu Bei.
I never dreamed that you and I would end up like this.
Well, I always had a feeling that we might.
Farewell, my lady.
Lian Shi, thank you for everything. I wanted to take you with me, but I know that there is someone here who needs you, even more than I. Take good care of my brother.
This marriage will be as a chain upon Liu Bei. It will prevent him from attacking Wu.
My sister seems happy, even though she is being used as a pawn.
As a leader of men, you have a long way to go to match your father's legacy. And your ambition pales beside that of your brother.
I know.
And therein lies your strength. Your awareness of your own weakness means you have to put considered plans in place to win. You may be weak, cowardly, and devious, but in the end, that is why you will be victorious.
Your words mean the world to me. I will not forget.
And I have done all I have to.
Zhou Yu? Not yet. Not yet. Zhou Yu!
And so, Liu Bei was made a member of the Sun family through marriage. Afterwards, Liu Bei was invited to Yi by Liu Zhang, who was fearful of Cao Cao's strength. Beseeched by the people of Yi, Liu Bei answered their pleas and attacked Liu Zhang, taking his land for himself. Cao Cao of Wei, Sun Quan of Wu, and now Liu Bei of Shu. The land was divided into 3. Before long, Cao Cao would occupy Hanzhong in order to check Shu's growing power. Threatened by Cao Cao's move, the fledgling kingdom of Shu turned to Wu for assistance. Sun Quan was determined to strike Cao Cao from behind and instructed Gan Ning and his men to march on Hefei. Unfortunately, Wu no longer had the brilliance of Zhou Yu to guide them. However, in this battle, a new bond of allegiance would be formed.
I reckon this next battle will be a real walk in the park. Oh, man.
You sure do talk a good game.
Huh? You two. You never stop. With Lord Zhou Yu gone, we must be more united than ever to support our lord.
Yeah, but he was...
Hey, how about a contest? Who bags the most enemies? And the loser has to leave the army.
Huh. Sounds lame. But if it'll get you to shut up for a while...
I am Zhang Liao.
It's Zhang Liao! It's really him!
The mighty Zhang Liao, huh? Ha! Let's see how mighty he really is! What are you waiting for? Retreat! Retreat!
Hey there, Gan Ning. You remember how many you beat?
Huh? You're not still doing that, are you?
How about we start again from scratch? New stakes. The loser buys the winner drinks for a year.
Huh. Sounds good to me.
All right. Not again.
Maybe next time.
Their attempt to capture Hefei ended in failure. However, as a result of the battle, Wei pulled back its forces, and Shu's safety was secured. As a show of gratitude, Liu Bei offered to return the lands of Jing to Wu. However, Guan Yu, who had been in charge of Jing's defense, remained there as per Zhuge Liang's instructions. Wu cursed the duplicity of Shu, but as long as the mighty Guan Yu remained, there was little they could do. After repeated negotiations, Wu and Shu agreed to split Jing in 2 between them. With the problem of Jing behind them, Shu then moved to attack Wei at Hanzhong. Guan Yu also joined the fray, moving north to attack Wei's stronghold of Fan Castle. However, they were unaware that they were playing right into Cao Cao's hands. Immediately, Cao Cao moved to form an alliance with Sun Quan. For as long as Guan Yu was in Jiangling, neither Wei nor Wu could rest easy. Wei would lure Guan Yu out, and Wu would strike him from behind. Sun Quan agreed to the plot against Guan Yu and sent Lu Xun along with his best troops to Jing. He did this despite knowing that doing so would stain his honor and brand him a traitor, and that this would cause immense grief to the sister he had given to Shu in marriage.
You wish to fight me with that frail body?
I might have known you'd see. You're right. I am suffering from an illness. Now that you know that, you'll know I have absolutely nothing to lose.
Your spirit remains strong. You deserve the honor of the absolute best I have to give.
My lord, why would you fight when you were clearly so ill?
Jing province is ours at long last, and Lord Zhou-Yu's dream is fulfilled.
My lord.
Your time begins now. Your talents must support the future of Wu.
Although it nearly cost Lu Meng his life, Wu successfully managed to slay the god of war, Guan Yu. And by doing so, the majority of Jing fell under Wu's control. Meanwhile, Liu Bei was furious over the death of Guan Yu and could barely contain his rage. Sun Quan must pay for this treachery. Liu Bei abandoned his marital ties to the Sun family and led a large army to attack Yiling. Sun Quan met him in battle without the slightest hint of hesitation or emotion. For upon hearing of Liu Bei's invasion, he had immediately gathered his men and sought a strategy that would bring them victory. This was Sun Quan's way, now that he had surpassed his father and brother and accepted his destiny as ruler. Witnessing Sun Quan's disciplined presence of mind, the young heroes of Wu prepared a brilliant strategy to ensure their success.
The Shu army is large in number, but they have marched a long way. We must strike now, while they are still fatigued.
Absolutely.
So everyone is in favor of Ling Tong's plan?
Just a moment. Lord Ling Tong's plan has merit. But it fails to consider the emotions.
Who do you think you are? I don't believe a word he's saying.
He's
out of his mind!
Come on! Having lost Guan Yu, the Shu army is burning for revenge. We should shore up our defenses and wait for the enemy to realize their own fatigue.
It's not half bad.
But can we really hold out against an army that size?
You doubt us? Remember, we have used cunning to defeat large armies before. At Cherbi, for example.
Right on!
Lu Xuen, you will take command in this battle.
I have done enough. It would seem that victory is beyond us today.
Leave this to us. You go after Liu Bei.
It's about time I got to have some real fun. We'll take care of this.
Very well. I am in your debt.
Stop! Please. He is no threat to Wu anymore. Please.
No. I must avenge my fallen brother, or die trying.
That would be foolish.
Sun Quan.
Lower your weapon, Lu Xuen. Shu has been destroyed. They have not the means to oppose us anymore. Or maybe they do. Maybe I just don't want to bring any more pain to my sister.
Brother. Thank you.
The wisdom of Lu Xuen and the bravery of the Wu soldiers combined to defeat the enraged Liu Bei. Having lost the will to go on, Liu Bei fell ill and soon became unable to oppose Wu. And at the urging of Sun Shangxiang, he formed an alliance with them. Meanwhile, following the death of his father Cao Cao, Cao Pi declared himself Emperor of Wei and moved to invade Wu. It was a sign of the threat that an alliance between Wu and Shu posed to his kingdom of Wei. Sun Quan himself led his troops onto the field and lay in wait for the impending battle at Dongkou. Within the ranks of the Wei army was the feared general Zhang Liao. However, the old Sun Quan, who had cowered in fear before him at Hefei, was no more. Lu Xuen, Ding Feng, Zhou Tai, Ling Tong, Lian Shi. The leader of Wu was surrounded by many brilliant young generals and courageous veterans. Brimming with confidence, Sun Quan boldly stepped forth onto the battlefield.
Sometimes it feels like I've spent my whole life just watching others. When my father and brother were alive, I used to resent the fact that all I was good for was watching them.
But not everyone can do that. It is your talent.
Yes, my sister and Zhou Yu said the same thing. I have come to realize that it is not so bad. With your help, we have been able to keep Wu safe.
My lord, you must never forget that it is your wisdom and vision that has kept us all safe.
It's very kind of you to say so.
My lord, preparations are complete. We await your orders.
Listen, men! We defeated the forces of Shu at Yiling. Now we must defeat Wei and prove we are the mightiest of the three kingdoms. That is the only way to bring peace to Wu and happiness to my people. Fight, soldiers of Wu, for our kingdom and for our families. Forward to glory!
It is hard to believe you're the same man who fled at Hefei.
I am a coward, really. Without strong hands to support me, I am always ready to flee.
I thought this was man to man.
I am a ruler, Zhang Liao.
I see. Well, I am a warrior. I cannot simply withdraw!
This is how I fight.
Excellent.
It shames me to lose to a flip-flopping turncoat like you.
The Wu have always prioritized the safety and happiness of our people. Now that we are the mightiest of the three kingdoms, this war is over.
You wish me to live on in shame?
You are a leader, Cao Pi. You have supporters, and people who need your guidance. You must not leave them.
Having defeated Shu at Yiling and Wei at Dongkou, Wu emerged as the most powerful of the three kingdoms. Sun Quan opted not to eliminate the other two kingdoms, but rather to coexist alongside them in peace. Wu would work together with their former enemies and with the people to support each other in an effort to move the country forward. For that was the land that 3 generations of the Sun family had worked so hard and shed so much blood, sweat, and tears to create. Surely the peace that emerged from these 3 kingdoms would last for some time to come. As long as the fertile lands of Wu and the bravery of the Sun family were there to look after it, all would be right with the world.
Father. Brother.
Fine work, son.
Yeah, I knew you had it in you, Chuan.
In the end, it is you who will be victorious.
But I don't... This peace is but a mere dream.
If only the war were over, for good. My lord, what are...
Everyone! Let us enjoy this!